She's ready to jump. We're gonna see if we can catch that. What's up, guys? Ooh, my voice is gone. Jeez. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be, let me take that off. We're going to be, I got my video tilted down as well. I'm just all over the place. But today we're going to be socializing Avocado here, our green tree monitor. As you guys know, this has been a dream lizard of mine for years, so long. And I finally got it. And so I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. And we're gonna start socializing Avocado here, and hopefully things go well. And just like that, we have Avocado out. And right now what we're gonna do is just do some simple rubbing techniques, get them thinking. What I like to do is whenever they're not processing or whenever they're acting a little scared, I like to move around in a circle. I've seen these techniques done with Kevin McCurley, and a lot of his snakes actually. A lot of his snakes still like move around in a 360, allow them to stop sitting there and not thinking anymore, and more so now moving around the room and getting those tongue flicks again by making them process new parts of the room again. And two, I like to get some height there. Again, he's still very timid. This is not really our first time. I've been doing some small little things, going inside the enclosure and everything, just about every day since I've had him. I've had him now for about a month. And this is kind of where he's at. He's able to come out onto me, which is really, really cool. But he's not really, she, I keep calling it a he, I think it's a she, but she's not really, all the way out of her shell. She's super, super friendly. We're just gonna have to continue to work with her. That little jump right there was me grabbing her tail. And she flickered a little bit, which is cool. It's bound to happen. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna drop her down here. We're gonna have her, shift that down so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see there. Moved her down some. Kind of force her to have to move back around. And I never like to force her moving. You don't want to force your monitor to move at all. You want everything to be on their terms. And so right now I'm just kind of moving back and forth, getting some movement going, getting some feeling going, getting some touching. It's so weird, bro. Green tree monitors, like, it's that monitor thought, like, and I like to move around, get my hands moving, get them thinking a little bit, not spook them out too much, but show them like, hey, just because we're making movements doesn't mean that, you're gonna be in harm's way. But like, this is a monitor, bro. It's the craziest thing to me, just to think like, this is a monitor. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It's like so majestic. Like, most monitors are like your typical, rugged, dark colored, just hard to the bone. And then you have these guys, kind of like an Accu monitor, but with the green tree monitor, it's, get that hair out of your mouth. The green tree monitor is like so majestic with these colors, and you got the green tree, you got the blue tree, you got the black tree, and even the black tree monitor is just so beautiful. And so it's so hard to compare this to like your normal monitor. And so whenever I'm handling Avocado here, it's like I'm not really comparing it to a normal monitor. Like a normal monitor, well, it is all a monitor, but like your typical monitors, like I would be like a little timid to move around the mouth and everything, but now I'm just kind of like, it is what it is. Like, I just don't feel like it would hurt me, while it still can. And honestly, I've heard bites from green tree, I've heard bites from tree monitors are actually a little worse than your typical monitor. So she's ready to jump. We're gonna see if we can catch that. We got it. We got it. Let's see if she'll do it again. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. That's so sick. Well, again, she's flaring up at the jaw. I got popcorn. I just ate popcorn, but she's flaring up at the jaw, so we're gonna 360 again. 360 again. Get those flicks going. Get those flickies going. There you go. Got the tongue flicks coming out again. So when you're working with your monitors, it's all about body language. As you can see right now, she's so focused on me. But if you see that jaw, or that like neck is flaring up, it's saying like, I'm trying to get bigger than you because I'm intimidated. But we don't want her to be intimidated or feel intimidated. So we're gonna continue to, like right now, I'm just rubbing the tail, getting her thinking. She's about to jump again. Rubbing that tail, getting her thinking. Right now, this is not good. I mean, she's very terrified, and that's okay. And honestly, I hate to say it, these videos might not be long because I don't want to stress them out and get, a bad, create bad threads of socialization. So what we're gonna do, she's on the move right there. She's working her way up. Hey there, mama. Hey there. Hey there. It's crazy how small she is and how big she can get. Hey there. She's on the move, and I don't think it's on a move from comfortability. It's on the move from, I'm trying to get out of here because I don't want to be here. But we've got movement, so that means we can keep her thinking. And now we can really create some threads of positivity here. I don't want to stress her out to the point where she feels she has to ever bite, but we definitely want to keep pushing the limits as much as we can to see how far we can go. And I always say, man, this is your animal. This is yours, So it's like, while you might have a lot of people saying this, that, and the third, you always have to always do your research, do the proper due diligence on what really works and what really does not work. But it's okay to experiment. I mean, it's okay to experiment. You invested into this. And, while we don't want to kill any animals, I'm not saying to kill your animals, but this is yours to, it's kind of like kids, like real kids. Like, you discipline your kids how you want them to be disciplined. You handle your animals how you want to handle them, while it is still safe and not hurting them and killing them. But, most people might say, don't keep your monitor out for more than 10 minutes. And that's one part because it's like, they're getting cold, but in a room like this, bro, my room right now is like sitting at 85. This is the ambient temperature of her enclosure. So it's like, why do I need to put her up? Like, you invested in this is all I'm saying. Don't listen to don't listen to what everybody's saying. Do your research and pick out what it is that people are saying that's actually true, and pick out what's not actually true and experiment. She is captive bred baby, and she's been eating like a hoss. She really loves eggs. I don't like to give her too many eggs. But I definitely use it as a treat for her. They're common. She's wanting to hop. Body language. Gotta know it. But their common diet is going to be insects. I like to, implement some meats in there. Like, she's been eating turkey. I haven't put her on any like pinkies or anything. She's a little too small for even a pinky still, but she's definitely gonna have some in her lifetime if I have anything to do with it. But mice and stuff are very fatty, and so I'm trying to stay away from the super fat foods. Right now, while she's young and still, growing and that metabolism's flowing super, super fast, I will try and give her some pinkies and stuff. And as she gets older, maybe even like a little mouse, a little small mouse. But that's going to be long down into the future. But she loves to eat turkey. She eats crickets. She eats mealworms. I want to get her some silkworms. I know Reptiles does. If you guys don't watch his channel is really, really good. And he does an amazing job with basil and sabzi, his two green tree monitors. He does an amazing job with them with like enrichment and stuff. And honestly, I've been watching his videos, for the last 3 years, where he's posted content on them and just trained them and just shown me kind of the way of how, intelligent these guys are and how cool it is to have these guys as a pet. And I would love to hopefully be that for you guys as well. You watch this channel and see how cool these dudes are. Can you hop? Can you hop? Can you hop? It's too far. I want to get it to the point where we can get her to hop over here. Right now, she's not really hungry because we've been feeding her literally every day since we've gotten her. Canadian cold blood, Canadian cold bloods, where Reptiles got his 2 green tree monitors from. Told Dion something really, really cool that stood out to me, which was you can never overfeed a baby monitor because they're constantly moving, they're constantly staying active, and so therefore they're burning that food constantly. And so you can overfeed them if they're eating too much, but if you give them the proper enrichment, take them out of their enclosure. I'm not gonna lie, I did a whole video on this enclosure right here. It was an emergency enclosure that we had to build for, and she downsized from a 4x2x2 to now this 40-gallon. She's been doing amazing in here. It's been regulating the heat very, very well, the humidity very well. But I did a whole video on that 4x2x2 that you guys possibly have already seen. If you haven't seen that, be sure to go check that out. But she's no longer in that. She's in this 40-gallon. But I say all that to say, despite the enclosure size of your animals, and this could be just me, I know some people talk about having a bunch of hides and so on and so forth, but my thing is despite the enclosure size, I'm going to start with this. Despite the enclosure size, you should always take your animals out and give them enrichment, in your house. And that also starts with socialization. You don't want to have a really mean lizard or whatever, a snake out, and it's not socialized. I'm not telling you to do that, but it's doing your due diligence to train your animals, to socialize your animals so that once they do come out, they're not trying to really hunt and hurt anyone. They're more so just being curious, and that enrichment for them turns into positive enrichment. And those big bulky meals that you give them, pray they don't poop on your floor, but those big bulky meals that you give them, they're able to burn that out outside of just being in their enclosure. And so this is a 40-gallon enclosure, way too small for her. It was an emergency enclosure that I had to do. But it's even more important for me to pull her out, do these socializations so that she, gets that enrichment that she needs. But it's just like taking your dogs outside. They don't deserve to be in your house all the time. Take them outside, get some fresh air. That's what keeps animals living longer. They're able to see and smell and try new things and just be the amazing animals that God created them to be. Can you hop on me? Here she comes. Hey there. Let's see. This is just so beautiful. God was just like, God was being crazy creative when he made this, boy. He was being crazy creative. A green monitor. Literally, he said, I'm going to make a Komodo dragon, but then I'm going to create an animal that's like the Komodo dragon, in the same family as the Komodo dragon, but can climb trees and is super gorgeous with this crazy coloration. God, you snap with this one. You snap with this one. But I don't know if you guys can notice, but I mean, she's like doing her groove, bro. I mean, within this video, I mean, when we first started, she was not trying to move at all. But now it's like she is just all over the place. Y'all hear Bear. Bear is in timeout right now. Bear destroyed my SD card, and how I mentioned to you guys about how I made this enclosure right here, right? I had a whole video, and Bear decided that he was going to chew the SD card. It fell off my desk while I was streaming. I got a little upset when I was streaming, playing the game. You know how it goes. Smacked my desk, boom. I guess my SD cards went flying in the middle of me live streaming. I wasn't really paying attention to what dropped. I was just in the flow of things. I heard Bear chewing on something, but it sounded like his toys. Like there's certain, you know, if you have kids or if you have animals, you know, certain sounds sound like whatever. And so we get so comfortable. Ooh, we get so comfortable. Y'all see that? We get so comfortable sometimes to where, you know, we hear sounds and we don't even really react to it. And that was my fault. Anyway, I heard him chewing on something during the stream, and it ended up being my SD cards. And so I lost literally like 2 days of footage, 2 different videos, and this was one of them. So I'm not mad at him, but, you know, I had to put him in timeout so that he just knew, like, hey, that wasn't cool. You know? So that's that. This dude's so sick. This dude's so sick. Come back here. Oh. And just like that, he's gone. I'm gonna see if he's gonna hop on you guys. See if he'll hop on you guys. Oh no, I'm being attacked by a green tree reptar. I'm being attacked by a green tree reptar. This dude's a beast, man. All right, guys, I am going to put Avocado up so that these positive threads of enrichment and socialization don't go down the drain. Let's see if he'll walk onto my hand. This will be a success if he walks onto my hand. Come on, Stinker. He's like, nope. Me walking onto your hand would be too good. It's already been a success, though. Oh, and he's walking down my back. And he's walking onto my hand. Just like that. Voila. You're such a beast, Avocado. Let's get that hair off of you. Oh. Well, there that goes. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to smash that like button and turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. And if you're not subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe and share these videos around so that we can get more people into this beautiful community that we live in, the reptile community and the animal community. And let's continue to educate and teach people the right way to not only keep animals, but to love animals, to interact with animals, and enjoy the beauties that God has made for us. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. God loves you. Spread love, not hate. See you guys in the next one. Yeah.
thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. As I always state, spread love, not hate, and let's educate. Be wild as you chase your goals and your dreams. I'll see you in the next one.